Hey everybody, welcome into the Parker the Man webcam, the Parker the Man page at yournews.com. Right there, there's one over there too. Mark Wilson with the webcam today. You know, here we are, middle of the week, October 21st. We're 10 days away from Halloween. Thanksgiving right around the corner. It's catching up to us here in the autumn time. A little warmer day today. We're glad to have that. A little Indian summer. But you know, hockey's well upon us. The Wings are heading out west, play 5 games. Starting Thursday, and college hockey is back. Michigan, Michigan State both have started their seasons. Rick Comley up in East Lansing, and the Red Berenson out there in Ann Arbor, University of Michigan. And I happened to notice this the other day. I was looking at the calendar, and I said, "Hey, calendar, what is this?" It's 2009. 25 years ago, Berenson got the gig. Don Canham called Red when he was working for Scotty Bowman in Buffalo and wanted Red to return to campus. Red was a huge star at Michigan, scored 43 goals one season, went on to a nice NHL career, scoring over 260 goals, played with the Wings for a while. And while he was working, he was also a coach in the NHL, was coach of the year with the St. Louis Blues. He was working for Scotty, and Canham had an opening at Michigan. He wanted Berenson to come back. And I remember talking to Red when he first got back to campus, 25 years ago. And I don't think he ever would have thought he'd stay this long, but he really had a want to turn the program back around. Ron Mason at Michigan State was a year away from going to his first national championship. He won his only national title that year. They went back-to-back, lost to North Dakota after beating Harvard the one year. So there was a lot of work to do. And Red's first 3-4 years, not very good, but it didn't take long after that for him to turn it around. And the last 2 decades have been stellar. They're always winning 20-plus games, 19 straight trips to the NCAA tournament, 10 Frozen Fours, 2 national titles, a plethora of NHL players under Berenson, including Marty Turco of Dallas, and Brendan Morrison and John Madden. No, not that John Madden, the other John Madden. Not John Madden. The other one that plays hockey. And a ton of guys. Mike Knuble played with the Wings for a while. A lot of guys. So I just thought I'd write something about Berenson, a little retrospective on Red. He's got a big thing coming here. He's got a big number coming up, and he'll be turning 70. Can't believe it. 70 years old in December. So the Red Baron is still flying high, and that's what I write about on the column. You want to check it out at the University of Michigan Hockey. 70 years old, though, for Berenson coming up. And just some memories of Red and some of the comments he's made and comments from the guys over the past that I had in my archives. Bringing them to you. A little piece on Red Berenson, University of Michigan. So check that out. Also, Chris Chelios, as we told you right here at yournews.com, and on the webcam, that Cheli would sign with the Chicago Wolves of the American Hockey League. He has done that. He wants to get to 50. Got to play to 50. Gordie Howe, Nancy Lieberman all played at 50, even if it was just for a short period stint, but that's fine. So Cheli's 47 years old. He makes his debut Friday for the Chicago Wolves. He was a star with the Blackhawks. Now he goes back home after 10 years with the Red Wings. Gets to play a little hockey. A new coach in Chicago, too. They fired Don Granato, and they'll have a new coach today, although Eugene Ubriaco, a longtime old Blackhawk, is running the team right now. But Cheli, who's not as old as Ubriaco, will start and suit up with the Chicago Wolves Friday. So there you go. Check that out, too. The NFL trade deadline. Blink, you missed it. Lions. What are you going to do? We're going to find players now, huh? You got a bye week. You think you're going to find players at the trade deadline? The NFL, ever since that Herschel Walker deal from Dallas to Minnesota, where Dallas got 3 Super Bowls and Minnesota got Butkus, not Dick Butkus, but Bupkus, nothing. Ever since that 20 years ago, nobody wants to make big deals in the NFL. So it doesn't happen a lot where you make a team-changing, roster-changing deal. So check that out, too. Sherm Lewis, he was hanging out in Michigan and returned home, former Spartan great. Longtime assistant in the NFL, was playing some bingo and working for Meals on Wheels, volunteering, and the Washington Redskins called Dan Snyder, that fine owner there, said, "Hey, I'm pulling the duties away from my head coach, Jim Zorn. Do you want to call the plays, buddy?" So Sherm Lewis, starting Monday night against the Philadelphia Eagles, will call the plays for the Washington Redskins, the former Michigan State star running back, and guy used to be around George Perlis and Denny Stoltz and Darryl Rogers, all those guys, as a coach slash, he was just always around, it seemed. So Sherm's going to do that. His advanced age is fine. He's cool. He's going to call plays. Spare tire auditions at the Palace today. So the big guys, the rotund dudes. If you want to be a spare tire, you can. The auditions are today, this Wednesday, 21st. I think until 4 o'clock or something like that. But don't take my word for it. If you want, call the Palace at 248-377-0100 for more info. 248-377-0100. But bring your gut and bring your attitude and have some energy. Spare tires. The kind of the anti-automotion, the hot dancers. those big guys that perform at halftime, those dudes, you can be one of them. And here's a stunner. Don't tell anybody. Player of the year in the PGA, Tiger Woods. I'm shocked. Tiger Woods is player of the year. 10th time that Tiger's won it. He didn't win a major this year, but he did win 6 tournaments. He led the money list and the average scoring thing, so he wins all the awards. Now, the only one he hasn't won yet is the Jack Nicklaus Award, which is PGA Tour Player of the Year. That's a vote of the players. Stricker, Mickelson, Furyk, Y.E. Yang maybe, but I can't believe they'll vote anybody but Tiger. So, Tiger Woods, I know, it's a stunner. I have to lie down. Get me a towel. Is the, once again, 10th time the PGA Player of the Year. So we can go to the winter knowing, whew, I won that. Okay, that's good. So anyhow, check it all out on the Parker and the Man page, yournews.com, right there. The Red Berenson piece, I think you'll enjoy that. Chris Chelios signing with the Chicago Wolves. NFL trade deadline, blinked you missed it. Sherm Lewis to call plays with the Redskins. Goodbye, Jim Zorn. Been fun knowing you. Spare tire auditions and Tiger Woods. What? Tiger? Player of the Year. It's all there for you. Happy navigating, everybody.